You know, tonight's game, give Alabama credit. It's a heck of a football team, a lot of great playmakers, an experienced group that's used to winning and made the plays they needed to make to win the football game. We did not follow our recipe of what's gotten us here, which was take care of the football, make plays when we need to make them on both sides of the ball and in the kicking game. And we were sloppy. You know, one thing you get worried about coming off a bye week, disadvantage coming off a bye week, getting back into the game speed of things right there. Right? That's too many missed tackles. You're not going to miss all those tackles, give up those long plays and win. Too many drop passes. And when you're on the road in the SEC and you're playing in a tough environment against a really good football team like Alabama is, you can't come in and miss tackle after tackle and drop several balls, you know, and get yourself in second down and long situations with silly penalties. And that's some maturity that our team we need to take out of this game and we need to grow with. If we can do that, we'll have the opportunity to be successful. So we need to learn from this. Our young players need to learn from this, and we need to come out and when we'll have the opportunity. This program and the direction that we're going in, we're going to be playing in a lot of big games in the future. We need to learn from these. When you come in these environments, these are places you have to learn to come and win it if you're going to build a championship football.
Nick and the bye week and everything, do you feel like the players' mental focus was affected negatively at all?
No, I don't think so. I think our guys came out with the emotion of it. The mental focus wasn't on breakdowns. The mental focus was on missed tackles and silly offsides penalties and holding penalties. That was more of a misfocus than anything else. You know, I know emotionally it's been a very trying time for us. Emotionally, maybe some emotions got the best of us at times, trying too hard during that game instead of doing our fundamentals. But I don't think that was the result of why the game ended the way it did.
They're in the second quarter, they're hitting that right sideline twice, they're breaking tackles there. You guys hadn't been doing that all season. Just how surprising was that going to the locker room?
Well, just disappointing. That's what we told our guys. I mean, I think, you know, I thought we played, there were 67 snaps in the first half, both sides of the ball. We played pretty good on 65 of them. And had two really bad ones. And, you know, those are mistakes we have not made in quite a while. Of making those, just giving up, you know, I mean, what was it, a 45-yard play and a 78-yard play. Just back-to-back, boom, boom. Giving up long runs like that. That has not been what we've been about on defense. And, you know, so we got to get back in there. We have got to tackle. We've got to make plays in the secondary. And they have some good playmakers that can make you miss. I don't think they missed many tackles. You know, I don't think they dropped many balls. You know, I don't recall them being in second and long situation with silly penalties. And I think, you know, that those are the difference. And that is the little things you have to do to win games. You know, those are the things that we did that didn't give us a chance to win, and those are things we have not done in the last 6 games. Last time we made mistakes like that was in Baton Rouge. And, you know, the results are very similar.
How do you think Ralph managed the game and everything on offense?
I did some decent things, missed some throws here and there that we should have had. You know, I mean, the first interception, bad interception, just wrong read and threw it up for grabs down the middle of the field. And, you know, one of those things when you're in these environments, you can't give away momentum like that. But, you know, overall, I think Chris did a decent job.
Coach, for the first, say, like 22 minutes, 20 minutes of the game, physically you were matching up with Alabama. I mean, Ingram had like 1.2 yards a carry, and then the game just kind of flipped on you.
Yeah, and I don't think at any point that we just got, you know, blown away up front. I think it was big plays that really hurt us. And, you know, when you give away the momentum, we still have a young football team. When you give up a big play and you give away some of that momentum, one of the things you have to do is turn it around and make the next play. You have to come right back and respond to make a big play back yourself. And, you know, we look like a young football team at times. And for the most part this season, we've come back and made those plays. We didn't tonight. You know, there were some guys questioning, and we, you know, that wasn't the type of football we've been playing here the last 6 weeks.
Seeing how Tyler played there late, were you at all thinking, guessing yourself, maybe I should have put him in there earlier, or do you think it was just...
No, I think Tyler did a nice job, came in, you know, made some nice throws, and we made some nice plays. Some of those plays were there to be made, and Chris made some of those throws, and we just, you when you get yourself in second and long situations and you're dropping some passes and getting out of rhythm that way. At times tonight, I thought we were in great rhythm on offense. And then we put ourselves behind the chains with a silly penalty, and you just can't do that. So, I thought both quarterbacks did a decent job. Disappointed with the interceptions, because both of them I think could have been avoided. And and you just can't. We're not a turnover team. We want to protect the football. That's not part of our plan to win.
Just look at your passing game. Are y'all just not built to come back against a team like this yet, offensively?
I don't know that that's the case. To come back against a team like this, when you're down 20-3 at halftime and you get the ball to start off the second half, and we come out sloppy and then give up a long touchdown run on their first play, that's not a recipe to come back with whatever your offense is. It's to come back in teams like these, you have to manage. I would tell them team, to come back, you got to score once before you're going to score 3 times. So you got to relax and make the plays and not push too hard. Just do your job and make your plays.
You had some low snaps tonight. Just how much did that affect the time on offense?
I don't think it had a huge effect. I saw that a couple times, but I don't think it had a huge effect on us throwing the football.
Putting Michael Carr in for Chad on kickoffs, you're just not happy with what Chad was doing?
No, you know what? Chad's a good punt returner. And Michael's a little bit more hit it. I think Chad's got some more shake on his punt return to make you miss in the open field, but kickoff return's designed with a guy to hit it, and we just want to get Michael experience, and it's a great learning moment for a true freshman right there.
Learning moment there, especially at the end zone.
The end zone, that's the learning moment, yeah. The one that he ran out and just got tackled, that's a learning moment to not get tackled, make the guy miss. The one to run it out of the end zone, that's a coaching moment.
At the end of the game, you sought out Marcel Darius. What did you say to him?
Yeah, I just gave him a hug, say, hey, good luck the rest of the way. We got to see him. Marcel, was the things going on. I know he's very close to Nick Bell. He was actually, when we got our team to the hospital on Monday night, night before Nick passed, he was there at the hospital. He came over to the memorial service after practice on a Thursday. And, I just got to talk to him, just going through all that. Gave him a hug and just said, keep his head up, keep playing. And, that's what Nick would want him to play hard too. Want everybody that cared about him, to play their best. So just gave him a hug and just keep going and finish off this season the right way for him. A combination. I think sloppiness up front, really sloppy up front in our protection. I promise you our offensive line played their worst game in a long time, and that's the strong point of our team. And 1 or 2 times I think Chris should have gotten the ball out, just held the ball too long. But we'll get that fixed up. That's the offensive line needs to be the strong point of our team, our offense. That's where our experience is, our veteran players are. They need to play well, and I don't think they played the best game.
Let's talk for one more.